totally different experience today. Sultanate of Oman experiencing annular eclipse and annular solar eclipse, and it's completely different. The time right now is close to 9:25 and so on, and 9:38 we'll see the peak where the moon would actually come right in front, but it's annular, so it's not going to completely block it. And we will be able to see in most places, if you're on the annular path in Oman, the ring of fire, or they call it the ring of light. However, there are other places we'll still be able to have 96% or so. Muscat is about 96%. It's a bit exciting because solar eclipse means a lot for different cultures, and in some cultures they say you should not be outside. So it's a bit interesting to be outside, and so are all the astrophotographers in Oman. They're all stationed in different paths, and I just want to tell you the path the sun is taking, the annular route as they call it. It is from south of Bahla, Manah, Samad al-Shan, south of Iski, Tayin, Kuryat, and will exit from Sifa. That's according to Mahmoud al-Batashi. And also we've been throughout. Oman Observer has been keeping up with the Oman Astronomical Society members who've been educating us on different things. Now, do not step out, children especially, and look at the sun with your naked eyes or the sunglasses. You must have these. These are the solar glasses, and when you look at it, it's absolutely nothing, but when you look at the sun, you get to see. I had this overwhelming experience, although I dreaded it. I was forced to look through it, and I saw that beautiful sight, and I'm sure our team will show you as well. But do not use your lenses directly, because as our guest yesterday said, His Highness Said Faris Al Said, who's an astrophotographer and an amateur astronomer, he said that you had to protect your lens as much as you care for your eyes. So it can be, the energy is just so high that it can damage the lens. We're coming to you live from this beautiful hill in Rui, but they said some of the best spots are also closer to the seafront area, but then there could be a lot of reflections as well. So take care of your eyes and take care of children, because children tend to be curious by nature, and if you tell them don't, they might do just that. So keep that in mind and have your sunglasses. If not, don't try looking at it with ordinary sunglasses. These are the solar eclipse glasses. And should I? Should I?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to break all kind of barriers and do this. Good Lord. Right now, I cannot see anything. Here we go. Oh my God, that's a crescent. Sun is in a crescent. Fantastic.
Can you describe what you're seeing?
You know, we have seen crescent moon. And yesterday when Said Faris told me about this, I really didn't think too much. I thought it would be like a bigger crescent. But this is a narrow, thin strip. And the gold, as they said, it is definitely, I call it a golden ring.
All right. So now, are we at the peak now?
Yes, could be. Let me just take a look. It's 9:34. And
the glasses are very important, right?
yes,
for
it's
this
extremely, please. Everyone must be careful. That's very, very exciting. I'm sure we will get to see lots of pictures, and some of the astrophotographers who have been with us in contact also have said they'll share, and we'll immediately share with all of you when they take their pictures. So you can see the shadows have become very different. We don't see the shadow usually at this time of the day.
So if we're watching this from the Ministry Astro Society, you will be able to see it like in full glory, right?
Yes, because they have a telescope. But remember, we are going through a pandemic, so nobody wants to gather. Otherwise, Oman Astronomical Society does big events for such celestial events. Last time they distributed solar glasses, and they have the telescope with that filter, which is meant for it, because ordinary cameras will get damaged. But with the filters, they protect the sun.
And how important are these glasses, by the way?
These are very important, and you know, yesterday itself they were saying make sure you look through everything beforehand prior to the day, because nothing should be damaged. Even a slight scratch could create havoc. It can damage the retina. But I'm very grateful that all of you convinced me to be here up on the hill to look at the sun. And I don't know if I'll ever dare to do it again, but it was amazing. It's a thin crescent, and it was golden, completely golden, and the moon is right there. So this is where we've seen all of them gather in one line. The sun, the moon came in between the sun and the earth, and cast its shadow, and that's why all these different experiences we have. The
So
birds.
it's nearing right now. It's actually doing the crescent now. So from this glass, you can actually see almost what is this covering the sun? This is the moon, right?
The moon.
Yeah. So we can't zoom in as much as we want, but pretty much it gives an idea that it's near completely covering the sun right now.
Yes. That is why it's a bit eerie. Imagine it's like 9:30ish, and even the sunset doesn't look like this, you know. So the birds have been quiet. The pigeons around have been making strange noises. They apparently get confused about, you know, whether they should go back to the nests. The birds, whether they should go back to the nests or not. I mean, there's absolute quietness. And yesterday we were talking about it, and I think most people chose to stay at home. And most of the amateur astronomers have also decided to stay at home in Muscat to actually, you know, watch this event, which is very important, because I said the annular path is going through it's a belt which is going through over Oman, and as I said, Bahla has it, and then of course it will take off from Sifa once it concludes. So it's like around 11:28 when we end it. So I'll take a quick look at what is going on. A distinct feature of the annular eclipse is the ring of fire. Let's take a look at it. And I call it the ring of light now, that appears as the moon faces the sun and come between the earth and sun. Hundreds of astrophotographers in Oman have stationed themselves, and if you look at the social media, you will see it a very happening place right now.
So what's the best place right now they can see the
Kuryat, they said, is fantastic.
Okay.
Kuryat is got a great place, and also Samad al-Shan, Bahla, south of Bahla specifically, Manah. South of Iski is also getting great sight. Tayin, because it's all under the belt, and it will exit from Sifa. Now the time is 9:39. We're just crossing. It's the peak, and then on the moon will move.
Okay.
So this is the peak we are looking at, and Oman Astronomical Society has been working on this since December. They had a camp, and then came COVID, changing a lot of the plans. 11:20 a.m. Muscat is when we will see the conclusion of the annular solar eclipse for us.
So what time it will end?
11:20 a.m.
All right.
It began at 8:14 a.m. We are seeing the peak right now. 9:38 was the peak. Now it's 9:40. And if you wear the eyeglasses, then you must wear the eclipse glasses on top of them if you want to see. And then do not remove the eclipse glasses while viewing the sun directly, and do not look at the sun through any optical devices. However, we've been given tips from astrophotographers, and so that's what we're following currently. Some of the problems related to is, if you look at it directly, is blurry vision, difficulty in distinguishing colors, and sensitivity to light, pain, wavy or distorted vision, headache, and even blind spots in vision. If any of these symptoms persist, one is to get doctor's assistance immediately.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's, yeah, that we were just technically giving them an overview of what's
Yes.
happening right now.
Correct. If people have missed out, and you must have the solar eclipse. Of course, you know, Yaru, there have been many ways of looking at the sun, that is through the pinhole camera, and some people were actually taking mirror, which is a bit tricky because you don't want to reflect it on yourself, but they reflect it on the wall, so they get to see. But I prefer this. I always look at this is like the pinhole camera effect, the shadow, and you know where the sun is now.
Exactly.
So this never happens at 9:39 or 9:40 a.m. If you have trees, also we'll get to see the extreme example of the pinhole camera effect. So this is one of the ways. Different countries follow different ways to look at it. It is very significant in many cultures. It's actually been seen almost everywhere except the Americas, I think. So that's how this solar annular eclipse is, and so we can actually catch up with everybody. This is our version of it, of being here. And in a way, it's not hot, isn't it?
No.
Strange. So it's very pleasant. Otherwise,
Yeah, I think that's it for now.
yeah.
Let's thank everyone, and
Thank you for joining us, and I wish you a safe day. It continues until 11:20 a.m. today, the solar annular eclipse. Have a good day, everyone. Remember, it's COVID-19, so don't get excited and go out in groups. Wear your masks, and it's also the solstice, the longest day of the year, June 21st. It officially means the summer begins today. It's also very important for Salala because it's the beginning, technically, for the Kharif Salala, the season, the monsoon, technically the monsoon season. I'm not talking about the festival, which is not happening this year, but the season, the monsoon effects should begin today, technically. With the meteorology, we have more details. Thank you, everyone. Have a safe day. Thank you.